Welcome to episode 14 of the cut content of Counter-Strike. Today we are going to take a look at the M4. Now you might ask yourself, hey, why are we looking at the M4? The silencer was cut, but we got it back with the M4A1S. That's true, and we addressed that in an earlier episode of the cut content of Counter-Strike, but there's one thing we haven't addressed yet. Even though Counter-Strike 1.6 and Condition Zero are by far outdated and Global Offensive is the only really relevant Counter-Strike game currently played, a lot of you played 1.6 back in the days or at least gave it a look. And some of you might have noticed that the selection icon of the M4, or the back then called Maverick, doesn't really line up with the model seen in the game. The selection icon and the kill icon display a scope and no carry handle. Long story short, back in the betas, here seen beta 5.2, the M4 was always silenced and was equipped with a scope, giving it the same features as the AUG. Much like the AUG, the M4 was shooting a bit slower when fired in the zoomed mode. So, back in beta 2.5, the AUG and the M4 were essentially the same weapon, which probably led to the decision to add a bit more variation to the game and change the M4 to the style we know today. That change was made back in beta 5.6, and it has to be noted that up until version 1.6 the FAMAS did not exist, so the AUG and the M4 were the only assault rifles available to the CTs. So now we know why the display icon displays an ACOG sight, and the only thing left for me to do is ask you guys, what do you think of it? A scope on the M4? Yay or nay? And I know this episode was a bit shorter than the usual ones, but well, the small things have to be addressed as well. So, see you guys next time, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.